Hey guys, it's Brittany here. I'm filming my 16-week update. I had to think about it for a second. So this week, baby is the size of an avocado, which I'm just over the moon about. I feel like my belly's big and I just feel pregnant, and Maggie's starting to, I know she doesn't know, but she'll start to kiss my belly and say, "Hey Lola," and it's so sweet. So right now I've gained 9 pounds, which I feel good about, and I feel like it's really all belly right now. But yeah, like my maternity clothes came in. I got a lot from Walmart this time, which I was really surprised. I really enjoyed their stuff. I had to get a few things for work since we wear mostly black for work, and so and then I just got like a couple cute things for myself. But if you're looking for good maternity clothes, I would highly recommend Walmart. I think I got like 7 or 8 pieces for like $98, which I feel like is a really great deal. And yeah, I feel good. I'm sleeping good. My energy is very level through the day, which I'm very grateful for. I don't have any swelling. I have started having Braxton Hicks contractions already, and they're pretty noticeable. And I remember with Magnolia, with her being my third, that at 20 weeks, it was like right at the 20-week mark, I started having Braxton Hicks, but they were not like just tightening. Like, I guess because my uterus is having to work a little harder because I've carried more babies. They're pretty good ones. And they're not anything I'm concerned about, but you can definitely tell that your body has to work a little harder with the more kids that you have. So that started this past week, and I have a few a day. But like I said, I can really feel them. So I'm just gonna make sure that I stay hydrated, and things like that. But that started this week, so that definitely was a little bit more of a wake-up call for me to just really get my water intake in, because I know that that's one thing that can start contractions early. So be mindful of your water intake if you're pregnant, because I will just tell you firsthand, as a labor and delivery nurse who triaged a lot of patients, the first thing we would do is offer you a huge, one of those like huge pink jugs of water and say, drink the whole thing and I'll be right back and I'll fill it up again. And if they couldn't do it, we offered to start an IV, because 9 times out of 10 they were just dehydrated. So so that's one thing that I've been working on for the last couple days. I say that in a lot of my videos, but water is just really hard for me right now, I guess, because I'm not moving. I mean, I'm moving a lot, but not like outside and being super active as often. So I have to think about drinking my water, or getting a good bit of it in first thing in the morning, which really helps. I feel like if you drink more in the morning, it kind of starts that up and kind of fuels that like thought process for you of like, I need to drink more water, I need to drink more water. So I got a fun cup a couple weeks ago, and some new straws and things like that. So if I ever have trouble drinking my water, usually a new fun cup helps. And funny enough, I got that at Walmart too for like $8. But anyway, so yeah, I feel good. My headaches have pretty much gone. My niece, our niece who's pregnant, also said that when she was getting them, her doctor recommended magnesium. So we do keep, I think it's Natural Calm, or Natural Vitality, the Calm powder, magnesium on hand. And if I feel like I'm getting a headache coming on, I do take the 2 teaspoons of that, and that really seems to help, along with more water. And I do have a cup of coffee in the mornings, but really I've not had any more caffeine than that. So I did pick up some Stokes cold brew today that I hope to have in the afternoons if I'm just really struggling, but that will definitely not be a habit that I start. I just can't handle hot coffee in the afternoons. So I'm thinking if I can't smell it, like you really can't smell cold brew, and I have a little bit of caffeine in, that I can tolerate that if I need it. So that's my plan if I start to just really like, you know, peter out on my energy. But we started school back this week. Be on the lookout for my homeschool videos because I've been uploading a few more, and that has been a blessing for our home because the routine that is set in place for us has been like life-changing and life-giving in my house right now. I love summertime and all that, but with COVID and everything going on, you know, we're stuck in the house more and things like that. So it was really nice to just have a little bit more of a routine. And if you guys want to see my routine for homeschool, I'll be uploading a video in about 2 weeks of our new homeschool year day in the life. So be on the lookout for that. But it really has helped my kids with their attitudes, with being diligent in what we're doing and things like that. And so even though today was only day 2, it was just it was better from the previous day. So that has really helped my mindset because I feel like we're already having a better routine. So if you're looking at homeschooling or you're planning to, I would highly recommend looking into maybe just starting your school year a little bit early because the days aren't long like they are at school. And that's one thing that I love. So it has been really fun to learn the things that we've been learning and reading new books together as a family, and things like that. So for my mindset and just being tired, sitting with my kids for a couple of hours, even though it's for school, has been really nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really do enjoy that time with my kids, and I feel like it has fueled our family dynamic, because a few of my son's, one of my son's friends has actually said that, like, you really like to spend a lot of time with your family. And so it's just nice to see that fueled in healthy ways. And so that has been my week so far. I go back to the doctor, I think in about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. I've been working a lot more, and I did start to have some sciatic nerve pain on my right side. And my boss, who has done this for 10 years, I do wedding and special event makeup on the weekends. With my previous history of being an esthetician before I was a nurse, I loved makeup, and so I kept doing that, and that's my job on the weekends. And she said that because we would stand on the same foot and put pressure in the same spot all day, or for hours at a time, she had the same issue, just in a different spot. And so she told me to just alternate sides of my chair while I'm working on a client, and that really seemed to help. So if you're having sciatic nerve pain running down one side, try to be mindful of where you're putting your pressure and for how long on which foot, because I do stand more, I put more pressure on my right foot than I did my left. And so using that little trick that she told me really helped. Like, I noticed a difference like the very next wedding that I did. So that was like a game changer for me, because I feel like even though all my weight is in my belly, when I gained weight, I kind of gained it quickly. Like, so I didn't gain weight, gained 2 pounds, and then it was like gained 5, I feel like. So putting on weight kind of quickly like that, even though it's healthy weight, and everyone gains weight differently, I just feel like my body notices it, and it's like your feet notice it because you're carrying more weight. And especially if you're standing or walking a lot, you notice it, and then it starts to affect your back and then your sciatic nerve because you have more weight in the front. So that's a little tip that I picked up. And the magnesium for a headache, that has really helped. I will link the Natural Calm down below. because that is a game changer for anxiety too, for sleep and for stress. So it's been great for headaches, and I don't know why I didn't think about that for my hormonal headaches. It's just not the first thought, but after our niece told us that, I've done that a couple of times if I hadn't taken it already, and it really seemed to help. So there's something to think about if you've got those issues as well. But as far as flutters and things like that, I've thought that I felt Lola a couple times. So I'm still just like got that thought in the back of my mind of, you know, worry, and I shouldn't. But I also know that it's because of where my placenta is. So I'm anxious to go back to the doctor on the 23rd, I believe, and just to hear her heartbeat again. I think I'm just sitting at home a lot more and worrying about things when I shouldn't be. But we're getting outside more. We took a hike. That was so good for all of us. We loved it. Our baby, Magnolia, actually did really, really well with it. So we have an upcoming trip to Colorado that we're hoping to take, barring things, you know, calm down and get a little bit more back to normal. And so with all the walking and hiking that we might do there, we were just really thankful to see that if we can kind of keep her in that routine, she will be fine with all the activity. So that was a huge blessing for us. We have a lot of different national parks and forests and trails to hike around in Western North Carolina. So it's been a huge blessing to just be like, okay, we're ready to get outside, and we've got 15 minutes down the road or 20 minutes down the road, or really just all over locally. So if you're ever out here, you've got plenty of areas to go exploring. It's so beautiful here. So that's my 16-week update. I know there was not a whole lot said about the baby, but just praying for you guys who are watching these videos and are pregnant too right now. I know it's a scary time to be pregnant, but it's also a time to lean on each other and talk about your concerns, your emotions, and just encourage one another. So let me know how I can be praying for you and your pregnancy, and your thoughts about what's going on, you know, while being pregnant. So I would love to hear from you. And like I said, with everything going on, we've already started our homeschool year, and it's been amazing. So if you've got questions about homeschooling, send them to me. I'll be making a video next week as a collab with Abiding Farmhouse, and we'll be answering all those questions together. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.